strength flow today. So if you can grab your mat, grab some water and a little comfy space in your house somewhere where you won't be disturbed, and we'll get started. So come take your seat in your Sukhasana. We're just going to connect the sit bones down now with the earth. We're going to bring our eyes to a close and we're just going to tune in to our breathing. So just take this time, just to see how your body is feeling. Notice any sensations that you feel. And just breathe in, taking note as you exhale, drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in through the inhale, really lengthen up through the crown. And slowly exhale it out, sending any tension out with it. We're breathing in again now. Breathing deeply into the belly. And exhale out. Now it's time to set the intention for your practice. So just take a moment, just see what comes into your mind. Breathing in deeply, set your intention, bring your hands to heart center to seal it. We'll take a long inhale in here. And a slow, soothing exhale out. Bring your eyes to an open and we'll get started. So we'll start on a tabletop position. So bring your knees underneath the hips, your hands underneath the shoulders. Passing your hands, spreading your fingertips wide and untucking the toes. Inhaling into cow pose, so opening the chest, dropping the belly, pushing the hips back. As you exhale, drawing navel to spine, tucking the chin in. Inhaling in to open up. Deepen that breath now, and on the exhale, navel draws towards the spine. We'll go again. Inhaling in to open. And exhale to arch. Just enjoying that nice movement with the body, with the breath. Inhale in to open. And exhale, navel draws towards the spine. Coming back into our tabletop position, we're going to tuck our toes and we'll make our way into our first downward facing dog. So lifting those knees, you might want to take a micro bend of the knees, but please don't worry. There's sometimes quite a lot of tension in the back of the legs. So we'll try and work on ironing that out for you. So just making sure your knees now and feet are hip width apart. Drawing up through the core, so your hips up high now, so like an inverted V. Drawing up through the core, spreading those shoulders and fingertips are pushing down into the mat. Taking 3 deep breaths in here. And exhale. Breathing in deeply. And exhale out. And one more. Breathing in. And exhale out. Bringing our gaze towards our hands, we're going to step our feet towards our hands and coming into our first forward fold of the day. Feet might move one knee together or a couple of inches apart. Just take what you need, so micro bend in again. Letting your head relax, letting your neck relax. Inhaling and lifting up, so one vertebrae at a time, lifting, using your thighs, using your core muscles to lift you up. Bring your gaze up towards those hands. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Going to work for a few more. So come into Tadasana pose, your mountain pose. Ground those feet into the mat. So really work on pushing the mat away with the feet. Taking a rock from front to back. And we're lifting up through the toes and spreading them down. So we're really pushing through 4 corners of the feet. Drawing up through the kneecaps. Inwardly rotating the thighs. Tucking the tailbone under. And drawing up through the core. We're rolling the shoulders away and we're finding our Tadasana. So our palms are facing outwards. Inhale the arms up overhead, so really reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhaling to lift up. Really bring your gaze up now, stretching up. Exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, lifting up. Bring your gaze up. And this time we're going to hinge at the hips and flex forwards, coming back into our forward fold position. Letting your head hang heavy. And if you can, a little micro bend in the knees and try to straighten the legs out slightly if it's good for you, if it's available for you. Inhale into flat back, so fingertips to the mat or fingertips to the shins, drawing those shoulder blades back, lengthen through the neck. Exhale, back into your fold position. Inhale, stepping the right leg back into a really deep back lunge, so making sure the hips are nice and even now. Gaze is forward. Stepping the left leg back into a downward facing dog. Taking a breath in Rippling forwards over into high plank position, drawing up through the core, lowering the knees, chest, chin to the ground, and coming in to your cobra position. So setting the fingertips underneath the shoulders, inhale to lift up, drawing those elbows close to the body as you exhale down. This time, inhale looking over the right shoulder, exhale down, inhale looking over the left shoulder, exhale down, and then all the way. Inhale into baby cobra or full cobra, pushing up now, opening the chest. Really, really bring your gaze up, tucking the toes, lifting those knees, and coming back into a downward facing dog. Take a pedal of your downward facing dog if you need it. We're taking 2 deep breaths in here. Elbows externally rotated, drawing up through the core. Bring your gaze to your hands and stepping the right foot between the hands. Gaze facing forward, making sure your hips are even, and stepping the left foot back to meet the front, back into your fold position. Inhale into flat back, exhale to fold. Inhale, lifting up all the way, engaging the core, reaching up now. Inhaling up, exhale, hands to heart. We'll go again. Inhale, lifting up, breathing in deeply. Exhale, if you can, take a back bend, pushing the hips forwards. Inhale, lift you up. Exhale, flexing forwards, hinging at those hips. Inhale into flat back, finding length in that spine, shoulder blades draw back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stepping the left leg back, so making sure the hips nice and even. Gaze facing forwards. Exhale, stepping the right leg back into a downward facing dog. A little bit quicker this time. Inhale, ripping forwards over into high plank. If you'd like to drop your knees, chin, chest, or come all the way down with me, chaturanga, lowering. Inhale, lifting up into cobra. Or if you'd like to come to upward facing dog, lifting those knees, pushing into those hands. Exhale, lifting the feet and coming back into your downward facing dog. Taking the bend of the knees and stepping the left leg between the hands into your lunge position. Your gaze facing forwards, hips nice and even. Drawing up through the kneecaps and pushing the heel back. Inhale, stepping the right leg between to the left. Exhale to your fold. Inhale into your flat back. And exhale to your fold. Inhale, lifting up, engaging that core, really reaching up now. Breathing in deeply. Exhale, hands to heart center. And again. Inhale, lifting up, breathing deeply. Exhale, pushing the hips forwards, opening the chest, gazes up. Inhale, coming up, hinging at those hips, flexing forwards, back into your fold position. Inhale into flat back, finding length, drawing those shoulder blades back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stepping the right leg back, gaze forwards, hips even. Exhale, stepping the left leg back into your downward facing dog. I'm just going to come a little bit further forward so I don't knock the door out. So, grounding through the left foot, we're inhale, lifting up the right leg into our 3-legged dog. So pointing that foot away, hips are squared to the front. Inhale, bring the knee forward, hovering the knee to nose, and exhaling it away. Inhale, bring the knee forwards over the hands, and exhaling it away. Inhale, the knee forwards, just between the hands, and exhale it away. This time, inhale the knee, and we're going to land the knee, but just before the hands. Just between the hands, but just slightly before. We're going to lift the back leg now, so lifting and opening the chest, engaging the left glute. Exhale down, lifting up the right leg back into a 3-legged dog. Inhale and land. Exhale to lift. Inhale to land. Exhale to lift. Inhale to land. Exhale to open. Inhale and exhale away. We'll do one more. Inhale to land. Exhale to open. Inhale and exhale it away. This time, inhale to land the right foot between the hands, lowering the back knee, setting up Ujjayi, walking the foot further forwards, bringing your hands into prayer and coming all the way up. Taking a nice deep breath in, and we're taking a twist over now to the right hand side. So bring palms towards heart and just bring your gaze up if you can, twisting with the torso. Taking 3 deep breaths in here. And one more. Opening up the arms. And bring the right arm round. Coming up into your lunge position, Ujjayi. So find nice opening. The hips are dipping low. Palms facing one another and bring your gaze up. And if you can, if it's available to you, tuck the back toe and coming back into a high lunge position. We're inhaling up, exhaling, dropping the lower knee. Inhaling up and dropping the lower knee. Palms facing out. Inhale up, dropping the knee. We'll do one more. Inhaling up and dropping the knee. Bring those hands to heart center. Walking the back foot in slightly. We're coming into warrior 3. So grounding through the front foot, taking a slight bend, a micro bend of the knees, and we're lifting slowly, coming to a point with our back foot, and just taking a little step forwards. Coming to one of our balance poses, Virabhadrasana 3, warrior 3. So just try and straighten that back leg out, standing soft with the front foot. Inhale that leg in. Bring the hands to heart, and we're taking 3 deep breaths in with the eyes closed. Just taking this moment of stillness. And just tuning into the body, how it's feeling. And once again, how our mind's feeling. Now, open the eyes and take a bend of the knees like you're going to be sitting back onto a chair, imaginary seat. Taking a low bend, the weight's going to come back into the heels, drawing it up now through the core, squeezing the thighs together. We're inhaling, reaching up, our arms up in line with the ear, biceps in line with the ear, palms facing one another. Our gaze up or forwards. We're sitting back, breathing in deeply now into Utkatasana. Tightening the thighs and the lower back and strengthening them. Inhale, coming up. Perfect. And again, inhale, lifting up, reaching up tall. Exhale, take a back bend. Inhale, lifting up, hinging at the hips, flexing forwards, coming into your full position. Inhale into flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, stepping the left leg back, so really lunge that left leg back, moving through the hips, lifting up that kneecap. Exhale, stepping the right leg back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, ripping forwards over into high plank position, drawing up through the core. Exhale, lowering, knees, chin, chest, or coming all the way down to chaturanga. Inhale in, so cobra or full upward facing dog. Flipping those feet, coming back into your downward facing dog. Finding our 3-legged dog, so grounding and anchoring down through the right leg. We're lifting up now through the left side, squaring off those hips. Knee to nose, so inhale knee, and exhale. Inhale knee forwards, and exhale. Inhale knee forwards, and exhale. This time landing the knee just behind the hands, and lifting the back leg so your gaze is forwards. Exhale down, lifting through that left side. Inhale down, exhale to lift. Inhale down, exhale to lift. Inhale forward, exhale to lift. Inhale back, and then we're going to lift. One more time. Inhale back, land, and lift. Inhale back. From this position, just taking a bend and landing the left foot between the hands. Walk it forward if you need to with your feet. Lowering the back leg and coming up into Ujjayi. Arms up high if you would like to, opening up through those hips. Hands to heart center. We can take a twist over now through to the left hand side. So working hands into heart, twisting with those torso. Just feeling a nice deep detoxification going on. Breathing deeply into those internal organs. And then exhale. Opening up those arms, if you can. Taking a deep twist. Swinging the left arm forward now into Ujjayi again. Opening up the chest, really drawing up now. Navel draws to the spine, the hips are even. Breathing deeply here. And if you can, if it's available, tuck the back toe And coming up into your lunge position. High lunge. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. This time inhale all the way up. Hands to your heart. Step your back foot in. We're coming into warrior three, the opposite side. I've not got so much space here with the wall, but I'll do my best. Holding for 3 breaths. Bring your drishti point, which is your gaze point forward. Soften through the standing leg. Inhale that leg. Walk those feet together. Close down those eyes. And once again, take 3 deep breaths. And take your seat back into Utkatasana. Bring those arms up in line with the ears, biceps in line with the ear. And just sitting back onto your heels. If it's available for you, you can lift your heels as well if you'd like to for an extra stretch. Breathing deeply now. And dropping those heels if it's not good. If it's too much pressure. Hands to heart centre. Inhale to come up. Standing forwards towards the front now. Stepping those legs out wide. Big step between them. Turning the left foot so it's now facing forwards. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Inhale the arms up wide into warrior two. Taking a bend at the front knee. Knee is over ankle. So you need to make sure you've got heel arch connection with the feet. So the front heel should match the middle of the back arch. So sinking down now. So knee in line with the ankle, not escaping. Softening through those shoulders. Inhale to come up to straighten the leg. And exhale to sink down. And we'll go again. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale to sink. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale to sink. And one more inhale, lifting up. And exhale to sink. We're going to flip the left palm so it's facing upwards. We're coming into our sun warrior. So working the right hand down the back leg. And an opening on the left side of the torso. Breathing in deeply in this particular position. Inhale, coming up. Straighten the front leg, the left leg. Palms facing outwards. We're sending the hips over to the right. We're taking stretch forwards with the left hand and work our way over to Trikonasana, our triangle pose. So working the arm against the leg and finding an opening. We're stacking those shoulders, drawing up through the core. We're toning up the obliques. Really toning the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up through the core. Exhale, hands to heart centre. Turn the left foot so it's now facing forwards. And if you can, interlace the hands behind the back of the body, so palms together, wrists together. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, hinging at those hips, flexing forwards. Taking 3 deep breaths here, feeling release with the shoulders. And opening with the back. We'll see if you can work your way a little bit further down. And release those hands down, walking those hands over now to the left foot, grounding the right hand and opening up with, grounding the right hand and opening up with the left hand side. So find a nice stretch from this side. We're crossing the arms over. We're grounding the left hand and opening up through the right side. Once it's really detoxifying as well, it's really good for your body. Exhale the arms down. We're going to hand the right foot so it's now facing forwards, walking your hands over. And we're going to windmill the arms over into your warrior two on the opposite side. Making sure your knees over ankle are not escaped. And making sure that your heel is lined with the back foot, the arch. Inhaling in. And exhale, sink. If you want to walk your foot a little bit further forwards, you can do so. Just making sure your knee is not over ankle as I said before. Softening through the shoulders. Inhale, lifting up. We exhale down, sink. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale to sink. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale to sink. Flip the right palm, working the left arm down the back of the body. And just working over now into our sun warrior. Bring some sunshine into our practice. Really building up strength with those legs. Inhale, lifting up. Straighten the front leg, sending the hips over to the left. We're stretching forwards with the right hand. Flipping the palm palms facing outwards, or working into our Trikonasana. Supporting the arm with the leg and just bringing our gaze up, stacking those shoulders. Once again, tightening in the arms and toning in the shoulders. Just go as far as you can go. No pain. Listen to your body, it'll give you messages. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. Straighten now, the legs back to centre. You might want to bring your feet so the toes are almost pigeon-toed in a little bit. Inhale, interlace those hands on the back of the body, lifting up and folding forwards. Just enjoying a nice stretch here and release. Breathing in deeply. And relax those arms down. Inhale into flat back. Exhale to fold. Now we're going to really bring our arms wide now. Inhale, lifting all the way up with the core. Exhale, hands to your heart centre. We're going to heel toe the feet together now. Just like this. Inhale the arms up overhead, reaching up, and we're going to fold forward, taking the swan dive down. Just taking a moment here. We're going to slowly bring the knees to a bending position, sitting our hips back, drawing the fingertips forwards, inhale facing forwards, and exhale to curl. Just stretching at the back of the neck now. Breathing deeply into the back of the neck. And exhale down. We're going to find our seated positions. So, find your seat, stretch those legs out long, coming into our Dandasana, our staff pose. Finding those sit bones if you can. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead, so really reaching up, drawing up through the core again, navel draws towards the spine. Really lengthen up. Take a slight micro bend of the knees. I'm going to hinge at the hips and flex forwards. Just working forwards towards our feet. Bring your gaze over the feet and try and flex those feet if you can. And then if it's available for you, rest your head down. Melting your chest towards your thighs. Letting your head, letting your neck go. Breathing in deeply here. It's really good for the lower back. It's really, really calming for the system. Inhale to peel up. Walking the knees close to the body, the feet and the knees, shall I say. We're coming into our Navasana, our boat pose. So bring the palms facing one another out in front of us. We're going to sit back slightly, so just getting to that particular point, that biting point, and we're going to lift the knees up. So engaging the core. We're holding for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and coming up. A deep breath in. And exhale out. Bring those arms out in front of you, palms facing one another. Inhaling the legs up for 5, sitting back, shall I say? Forgot to say that part. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and coming up. We'll try one more, see if we can hold for 10 this time. Okay, so palms out facing one another. We're going to sit back to that biting point again. Inhale the legs up for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, feel the giving heat, for 6, for 5, for 4, 6 pack, hopefully, for 3, for 2, for 1 in my dreams, for 1, lifting up, hugging those knees in place. And then come all the way back now, so find yourself some room, little forwards like I need to, and then roll back, just enjoying a nice rock from side to side, and just massaging out the lower back. If you need to bring your eyes to close, please do so. And just breathing in deeply here. Once again, so bring the knees close to the chest, or letting the knees go to the right hand side, so gently let them roll over to the right hand side. Bring those arms out to the side or into a T, wherever it's good for you, if you've got enough room, out to the side completely or into a T shape. We're bringing our gaze over to the left hand side and our knees up onto the right. So breathing in deeply now into the belly and into the lower back, and breathing in again, and exhale. Draw those knees with the core, using the core, over now, in to the centre, and then over to the left hand side, drawing our gaze over to the right. Taking a nice deep breath in here, and exhale to melt into your mat. Drawing those knees to centre, using the core and hugging them in again, taking a rock from side to side. We're going to find our happy baby now. So soles of the feet come up towards the ceiling, so just facing the ceiling, and we can hold now at the ankles if you like to, or if you can, the soles of the feet. So outside of the feet, you can hold here. So drawing those kneecaps in towards the armpits and really pulling in close to the body. This is going to be opening up the hips, and if you need to take a roll from side to side, a little rock from side to side, just set up your position, which is good for you. Or even the optional is to take your peace fingers to your big toe as well. So whatever's available for you, take your position, draw your eyes down to a close, and just take a rock from side to side. Aim the kneecaps towards the armpits, finding an opening in the hips. Just invite some beautiful long inhales into the system, followed by calming exhales out. 2 more breaths here. I'm going to draw the soles of the feet in together. Let those knees fall out to the side. Coming to our butterfly position now. So crossing the arms overhead and just creating a bit of space in the body. So sinking those eyes once again to a close and just sinking those hips into the mat. Just inviting some stillness and some calmness as we wind down for our Shavasana. And this is where you reflect on your yoga practice, just absorbing the benefits and just giving yourself a thank you, just showing some gratitude for your practice. Well done you for turning up and showing up to your yoga practice today. I promise you'll feel stronger, you'll feel better. So with that, stretch your legs out long and your arms out too. So just bring yourselves into your Shavasana. So feet fall out to the side, your palms are facing upwards, and you might want to have a slight curl with your fingers. So just let your bodies now ground down into your mat, into the earth which is supporting you. And just to bring your attention once again to your breath. So breathing in now, into the nose, and exhaling to sink deeper into your mats. Breathing in through the nose. Just notice how your body is rising and how it's falling with the exhale. Inhale in, bring some space in with that inhale. And with the exhale, send out any tension you're holding on to. Could take a nice long inhale for the count of 3. And slow long exhale for the count of 3. Inhale in for the count of 4. And slowly exhale for the count of 4. We're going to go for the count of 5 now, but if that's too much for you, you can stay with 3 or 4. So inhale for the count of 5, or whatever you choose. And slowly exhale out for 5. And just take this moment to enjoy stillness, calmness, and let your feet relax, let your toes relax, and bring your awareness now into your calves and into your shins, into your kneecaps and into your thighs, and let them grow heavy. Just notice the weight of your body resting onto your mat. And breathing in into the hips, into the glutes. Just find that connection they have with the mat and the weight resting down. Now bring your attention to your back and just making your attention every single vertebrae from the bottom to the middle to the upper back. And breathing deeply now into those areas, the back of it, the lower back, the middle back and the upper back, until you reach your shoulders. Letting your shoulders enjoy the restfulness they're having onto the mat. into these particular areas, into the arms, elbows, and into the forearms, until you reach the wrists. And send your attention out into the palms, and imagine you're breathing into the palms, breathing right up now to the heart centre, into the chest, and out through the face. And bringing your attention to your neck. Let your neck feel heavy and comfortable and be supported. And the weight of the head resting down. And soften through the jaw. Soften to the cheeks. And in the forehead, just let those areas feel relaxed and soft. Now just mindfully take a nice inhale in through the scalp. And slowly exhale through the heart space. Inhale into the heart space. And exhale out through the soles of the feet. Just taking a moment now to connect with this very still feeling, this heaviness we have on our mats, and a calmness flushing through our systems. Now start to bring some movement back into the fingertips, into the toes. I want to squeeze the hands, squeeze the toes. And when it's ready, when it's good for you, draw those knees into the chest again. And taking a rock from side to side. And slowly making yourselves come up into a nice seated position. So rolling onto the other side is good for you. Crossing those legs, taking your seat. Eyes still closed. Grounding those sit bones down, resting those hands onto your lap, taking 3 long inhales, the deepest long inhales you've had all week. And drawing those shoulders away from the ears. Just breathing in energy now, bringing prana, your life force, into the system, nourishing every single cell, and exhale, sinking down. This time, inhale the arms overhead, reaching up into high prayer with the eyes still closed. Exhale, hands to heart. From the light within me to the light within you, and taking a bow. Namaste. Thank you for joining me in the Strength Yoga practice. I wish you a wonderful afternoon and a wonderful evening.